Hello, Taurus. I hope you're doing well. I want to get into your reading for the first portion of March 2019. I hope everybody's doing well. Got so many cards on this table. Yeah, let's just go ahead and get into it. And yeah, show me energies for Taurus. I've already shuffled these cards, Taurus. I'm going to shuffle some more. 5 of water. So 5 of cups here, Taurus. Usually denotes a lot of regret, frustration, being hurt over something, kind of rehashing energy, rehashing woe and sorrow, and feeling like you could have done something differently, but things went crazy. Things not turning out the way you wanted. Show me more for Taurus. You have the stars, so heavy levels of healing, consideration of the self, recognizing what works in your life and what no longer does, trusting the path that you're on. Could be dealing with an Aquarian. Show me more for Taurus. You have the Empress here. Okay, so the Empress is, well, it's Taurian energy as well. The Empress talks about abundance. It talks about healing. It talks about trusting yourself. It talks about self-awareness. It talks about self-care, nurturance, somebody who takes care of themselves, somebody who takes care of those that are around them, somebody who is, who's a mother, who's a wife, it could be a sister, a female aspect in your life and your family. But it feels almost as if after a situation here has transpired, after problems have taken place, essentially, what I'm feeling here is like a heavy level of healing and moving away from a situation. And to back that up as well, underneath the 5 of cups, you have the 6 of air. So the 6 of air is essentially moving away from problems, letting things go, recognizing where something is no longer healthy for you to maintain that energy, being stuck in your mind after something for so long and having to remove yourself from it. It's like extracting yourself from a situation so you're actually able to move forward in your life, healthy in your mind. Hi. So, yeah. You have the 3 of wands here, Taurus. So this is patience. You know what? In regard to the star and the 3 of wands, this is essentially talking about having patience in regard to the direction that you're going in. Choosing a direction, first of all, it sounds like the direction is away from pain, which is great. That's pretty much where we want to go anyhow. But it seems that after we recognize what we want in our lives, after we incorporate what we want and bring in that energy to ourselves, we heal, we grant ourselves the permission to experience something other than pain, you start to move forward towards the direction that you want. This is bringing it in. This is patiently, accepting what is surrounding you, but bringing in what you need, what you want. And it comes after healing is done. It comes after trusting your intuition. It comes after trusting the path that you're on. We enter into situations and a lot of the times we get our hearts smashed and things get painful. But we also have to remember that that's for our growth. It's for our lesson here on this planet, here in this existence, here with the people that we experience life with. Not everything is going to be peaches and cream and roses and daisies or whatever the hell. Things fuck up. People get hurt. People hurt others. And it's for our growth. It's for our evolution. It's for the shifting of the consciousness and the awareness of the self. Whether or not that person gets, theirs, really is inconsequential. It really depends upon what's important to you, what's valuable to you, what makes sense for you in your life, where you're going, which direction makes sense for you, what makes you happy, what makes you feel whole. The Empress is all about feeling whole. She's about abundance. She's about self-reflection. She gives to herself. She cares about herself. She wants to be full. Not full of herself, but just full, happily healthy. So she can give out to others. And Taurus, you guys are fucking excellent at that just because, that's part of your nature. You're solid, you're stable. When you get hurt, it really hurts because it's like you count on people. And when they fuck up and falter, it kind of tears away at the idealism that comes along with your love, with your hopefulness in certain situations. Hi, Marcel. Yeah, you have to be very conscious of what makes you feel good right now, okay? And it sounds like moving away from something that's been really arduous and heavy as far as emotions go is important. Show me more. Yeah, man. 9 of Earth. This is the 9 of Pentacles. So going on your own, going alone, being happy and satisfied in the direction that you go in because you actively choose to do that on your own. This is considered the singles card, but aside from being single, this energy talks about valuing your time, valuing what you put your energy into, recognizing the things that you put your energy into and seeing them through, building money, building yourself back up, feeling good about being with yourself, away from a situation. Here we have the 8 of Cups. So this is literally leaving a situation that hurts you. It's emotional turmoil. But in reality, when we leave situations like this, we go towards ourselves. We must turn within. We have to turn within and heal ourselves, trust ourselves, find a different direction. You have to lick the wounds, Sometimes it's hard to do that, though. Sometimes we continually put salt and lemon in our gashes and wounds, and we we hurt ourselves, and it's not intentional, but it happens. Swanee, I'm doing a reading, okay? I love you. Go. Yeah, you have to heal yourself, and you have to look forward to good things, The thing about the 8 of Cups, yeah, it talks about moving away from things that are painful, taking yourself away from things that no longer serve you emotionally. But what it also talks about is recognizing that a situation that you may have put energy into, and these tend to be a little bit longer situations, a relationship that you felt that you were feeling stable in and you had to leave it, you've put energy and effort into it. It doesn't work for you any longer. That doesn't hold water for you anymore. But the nice thing about the 8 of Cups is that you're actually headed towards what you want in regard to love, in regard to emotions and connections, okay? Under that, yeah, man. Fuck yeah. Okay, so after we leave a situation that is painful, that hurts us, that we've been wallowing, and yeah, it feels like wallowing, after we leave this energy, after we release these painful things from our mind and our hearts, underneath this 8 of water, this 8 of Cups, when we leave a situation, we walk toward the 2 of Cups, okay? The 2 of Cups talks about love. It talks about connection. It talks about soulmate energies. It talks about people who have undeniable bonds. It talks about love. It talks about family. It talks about best friends. It talks about connections that you cannot let go of because they're so important to you. You learn from these people. These are your +1. Like, these are these people that you just adore in your life. Now, the 8 of Cups and the 2 of Cups. 8 and 2, what do we have? 10, right? Well, underneath that 2 of Cups, we have the 10 of Cups. So, letting something go, we essentially start to move forward towards what we want. This is what we actually want, but it comes after a fair level of healing. But aside from just healing, when we create abundance in our life, when we turn within and trust ourselves to make good judgments and bring the good people, the right people into our lives, you essentially begin to trust the path that you're on in your life. A lot of people have difficulty doing that. A lot of people feel like they need a considerable amount of direction. But life is meant to be lived. Life is exploration. Life is scary as fuck. And you have to stand up on the plate and do it. I hope that that's the right term. Stand to the plate. Eric, what is it? Stand at the plate? He doesn't know. I don't know either. Either way, releasing harsh energies, moving towards what you actually want. This is talking about abundance. This is a different type of abundance than the Empress. This is a very loving abundance. This is abundance with somebody that actually matches your energy, somebody who wants to be in a situation with you, who gives equally of themselves to you versus causes you pain and heartache. Okay? It comes with a considerable level of truth and honesty. That 10 of Cups connection, that is something that is true, it's honest, and it's something that you can rely on as far as genuine and, genuine care from somebody that you can trust in. And it leaves you feeling like this, the Queen of Cups. So, you could be dealing with a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. This is Water Queen. But, as far as the Queen of Cups is concerned, she's somebody who is emotionally balanced. She's compassionate. More so than anything, though, she feels solid within herself. She feels good about who she is. She's ready to take on life because she recognizes what her weaknesses are and what her strengths are. And she prides herself in knowing the inner, And also she is very psychic, and she can read into people, and she knows how people tick. She watches them, It's not like she's a creep. She just picks up on people's energy very quickly. So let's clarify some things. For Taurus, clarify for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Yes, Wani. Puffin. Hi, Bougie. Show me the 5 of Cups for Pisces. Okay, so the 5 of Cups, you have, you have the Moon, first of all. So this is a situation that essentially things have not been, and I'm sorry for the glare. I have the spotlight on just so it's been so dark here. Yeah, we have the Moon, which it's Cancer, Pisces energy. You could be dealing with a water sign. You do have the Queen of Cups here. But the energy talks about things that are not shown, things that are not presented in their entirety, things that are hidden, hidden agendas, hidden emotions, sometimes people being dishonest with you. There's deception involved in that. We have judgment here as well. So this is letting go of a situation. You also have the Son of Pentacles here in regard to this. This is the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. So, situation that you've had to let go of, essentially here, it feels like there's regret, but I really want to say to you, Taurus, you also have the Hangman in reverse. I really want to say to you, go the distance with yourself. Trust that things will work out. It takes a while to shake things off, especially when you were invested in something, when you have given your energy and time to somebody, your emotional generosity to somebody, and they bring deception, and strife within a relationship. It's difficult to let go of that and move forward towards something else. The Knight of Pentacles could be considered you, Taurus. It's slow moving. It can also be slow to release that negative energy. It's slow to move away from that because it's tumultuous, it hurts, and we learn from those things. We have to trust the path that we're on and take it day by day. Yeah. But the Hangman in reverse, this is Piscean energy. You have a lot of water here. The Hangman in reverse, Marcel, please get out of here. The Hangman in reverse basically talks about having evaluated situations, looking into what makes things work for us and what doesn't work for us, and removing what doesn't work for us. This is also talking about being in kind of like a position where we aren't moving. There's a level of stagnancy here where things aren't moving. If you've been in that type of energy in regard to this 5 of Cups, this stagnation, this pain, this regret and frustration, thank you. This is basically stagnating in it. Here in reverse, we've essentially let go of that energy. We choose to see it for what it is, see where we are in the situation, and move away from it because we recognize that it no longer serves us. It's not something that's going to make us happy. We recognize the pitfalls where it hurts us. Okay, so that was for the 5 of water, with the Empress at the bottom of the deck. So the Empress here is highlighted twice, Taurus. Your energy, for sure. But, you know, the Empress again, self-nurturing, nurturing the self. And I want to say too, like, you know, the Empress, people say, oh, go get your nails done, go get a new outfit. Sure, go do that, you know, go eat a tub of ice cream, whatever you want to do. But like, the Empress to me is somebody that watches her words. She watches, it's not like she's watching her P's and Q's. It's not what I'm talking about. She watches what she speaks. Because our words carry vibration, you know, our words carry meaning and content. You know, we have to give forth what is true, what is genuine, you know, so we don't want to talk shit. We don't want to be fake. You know, what comes in, what goes out, you know, what do I watch? What am I observing? Am I watching horror flicks and porno, or am I trying to better myself and, you know, maybe meditating? And like, what am I putting into myself? This is a sponge. Your entire energy body is a sponge. What are you soaking in? You know, what are you soaking in? That's the Empress energy. It's like good things come in. Good things come in and they get synthesized and they get put outward. That's how she's abundant. That's how she can give abundance to others, because she fills herself with light. She fills herself with positivity and energy, and she goes forth and it's like, fuck yeah, I'm rad, you know? And it also talks about new beginnings. So when we get into that groove, we also allow new beginnings once we heal from situations that have been painful. Show me the star. So you have the 10 of Pentacles here for the star. So if you were in a long-standing relationship, it feels like there's energy that needs to be healed from that. How to separate yourself from that reality to a different reality. Choosing the direction that you want to go in and not being stifled by the choices. Also not being stifled by the energy that you hold heavily in your heart towards something or somebody from the past. But it also talks about the direction that you're moving into is likely that you are going to start amassing a fair amount of money. If you're the type of person that the best way for you to heal from a situation is to just throw yourself into work and like become a cash cow to yourself, save, do it. You know, don't neglect your feelings, don't negate things, but like, if that's how you do it, do it. You'll be happier in the end because you'll have money. But yeah, this is about healing a situation. And you know what I also want to say too, in regard to ideas, in regard to businesses, some of you are going to be the Queen of Pentacles here. She's not present, but the Queen of Pentacles takes care of herself. She takes care of her family. She is most definitely a mother type energy. She is incredibly abundant. She is somebody who manifests in her life, but she makes things out of nothing. She creates. She's a creatrix. She is somebody who essentially is very entrepreneurial type, okay? So essentially what we do with that energy is like, if you've had any ideas about money-making things that actually make sense, it's not just like Amway or like some sort of like, you know, pyramid scheme. It's something that, you know, say you have like a book idea that you want to write, or you've been writing for years, you know, this doesn't just have to mean, you know, a relationship. This can mean something that you've stably worked on for years. You know, you've been guided to do something for years, even privately, on your own. And now there's some spark to that. There's some ignition to that. And it actually brings you abundance. It brings you a windfall of abundance. Some of you need to get out there and do things. I'm feeling, honestly, what I'm feeling with this, some of you need to start writing cards, and I'm talking about like Hallmark type bullshit. You know, some of you are artists. Some of you need to make cards. I'm talking about people needing to write. their book or continue their book. There's poetry involved here. Yeah, certain levels of that kind of stuff. I'm going to stop there because I don't want to get too specific, but I think that you understand. I'm like foaming at the mouth right now. It's like this energy behind this is like this. If some of you are creative, you need to trust the direction that that creativity is bringing you towards and really work on it. Okay, it's going to lead you to a fair amount of abundance, and I think you're going to be incredibly happy. And it's going to feel like a windfall because not only does it create stability in your life on a financial level, you did it on your own and it took you out of this. Okay? Show me the Empress. What did I just fucking say? Spider Woman. Spider Woman. This is the Queen of Pentacles. All right? Some of you who are entrepreneurs, and we have the 8 of Pentacles here with the Sun underneath. Okay, so let's just recap what we just said. All right? The Queen of Pentacles is somebody who goes after what she wants. She looks at a situation and she can make magic out of nothing. She is very ingenuitive. Ingenuitive, is that a word? She's magical. Bless you. She is somebody who is an entrepreneur. She's quite skilled with making things out of nothing, bringing things to life out of thin air. She wows people with her brilliance in regard to how she creates. She is a true creatrix. This is the Empress. This is that 10 of Pentacles I was talking about. Please, if you have ideas that are going to be completely and entirely yours, and you feel like you've been driven to do them for years, you've been working at them silently, toiling away, put them out there. Start to work on it. Perfect it. You have the Queen of Pentacles, you have the 8 of Pentacles, and you have the Sun. This is aha moments, okay? This is aha moments, energy where it's like, bam, I knew I should do that. I know I should do it. And guess what? I'm going to do it. The 8 of Pentacles talks about somebody who works very diligently in their craft. It's a craftsperson, a craftsman, a tradesperson. This is very heavy. The reading here is, yes, it's getting yourself out of a situation that's been turbulent and painful and tumultuous and all of that stuff where people feel regret and pain. But there's a huge silver lining here in regard to how we come out of that, how we make things happen positively for ourselves. And I feel a lot of that's going to be through art, through expression, through really hunkering down and being very genuine about what you produce. This is about production, producing things, giving the world something different, you know? And I feel because it's going to be something that you've been working on for a long time, it's going to be received as heartfelt. It's going to wake people up in their heart, you know? That's the appeal. That's the appeal. It's genuine. It comes from a genuine place. It's not synthetic. It's not, you know, everybody's doing the same thing. It's from you. It's genuine and it works. And it makes you a fair amount of money. Okay. That's the Empress. That is for the Empress. Very healthy energy. Show me the 6 of, okay. So yeah, so in regard to the 6 of Swords, this moving away from situations that have been painful, frustrating, harmful even. You have the 2 of Swords and it's in reverse. So the 2 of Swords upright talks about not moving. It talks about stagnation. It's that hangman energy. In regard to the 2 of Swords in reverse, this is choosing a decision. It's choosing a path. It's no longer stagnating. It's no longer wanting to be anywhere near bullshit that makes us stuck. You know, 6 of air, 2 of air. So, you know, moving away from things that no longer serve you, getting a fresh perspective, leaving the past behind. You know, you'll always have connection to it, but instead of like wallowing in it, it's really important to look at it for what it was and see how it like gave you that, it fortified you into the direction that you want to go in, you know? Show me the 3 of Wands for Taurus. Taurus, fuck yeah, man. Okay, so 3 of Wands, 2 of Wands at the bottom of the deck here. So choosing a decision, choosing a choice, or I'm sorry, choosing a direction. taking the time to put the effort and energy into a situation and really reap the benefits. This is you essentially starting to bring what you want into your life. Three of Wands, yeah, it talks about patience, but it also talks about returns. It talks about when we put energy and effort towards things, they come back. It's like receiving dividends. It's, you're building, you're amassing, things are coming to you and they're what you want. The fact that the star is here and it's clarifying the Three of Pentacles, which is under the star. You have the star for the star with the Three of Pentacles. This is essentially trusting the direction that you're in. If you have any type of spark going on that's divinely guided, if you're having to trust your intuition, please do so, because what comes out of that is the Ace of Pentacles. This is talking about brand new beginnings in finance, brand new beginnings in entrepreneurial endeavors. Giving yourself a brand new beginning as far as stability in your life, as far as financial stability, even if you're not building anything or you're not bringing any newness into the world, moving away from this, trusting and guiding yourself out of it causes you to enjoy a new beginning. This doesn't just have to be finance. This can literally just be that we are moving towards something positive in regard to stability in our lives. Okay. Show me the Nine of Pentacles for Taurus. So you have the Emperor in reverse here for the Nine of Pentacles, and the Four of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So in regard to this situation, some of you may be dealing with a fire sign. Some of you may be dealing with or have been dealing with a Aries. This is getting away from this energy. Okay. Choosing to be single, away from it. If you were in a family situation or a living situation with this person, you have the Lovers in the bottom here and you have Justice underneath that. This is basically, oh my God, too many cards. You're choosing to let this situation go. If this was a relationship where marriage was involved, it's releasing it. I don't feel that you're going to be involved in this situation anymore. There's finalizations here. If it felt like it was such a relationship where it's like you two are enmeshed, it's unraveling yourself from that, trusting how to do that, which can be incredibly difficult. The Emperor in reverse is somebody who does not play well with others. He's very demanding. He's tyrannical. He's domineering. He doesn't care. It's his way or the highway. He's not somebody that you can contend with. He's not somebody that you can talk to in regard to, there's no give and take. It's my way only. Mine only. And you're here and you're going to be subservient while you're here. That's the Emperor energy. Get away from that. This is highly talking about getting away from it, Taurus. This person may have had somebody else that came in between your relationship. Either way, though, justice is being done, whether that be you relieving yourself from the situation, them kicking you out, because that can also happen too. You being kicked out of a situation with somebody where you're feeling totally about everything and they're being assholes. But the silver lining again is like, you may be sitting on the golden ticket. Okay. You may be sitting on $1 million idea and like, don't sit on your thumb. Don't have your thumb up your ass. Like, go do it. All right. Taurus, so, it's interesting. Yeah, you have the Knight of Wands and you have the Page of Wands in this deck here. Knight of Wands, Page of Wands. This is moving towards directions with fire under your ass. This is having desire and passion towards what you're going towards. The Page of Wands is new directions. It's being exuberant. It's being excited about things that you're getting involved in. The Knight of Wands is actually doing it, going forward. Now, the one thing here that I do want to mention is you will need to see your projects through. Don't be in and out. Don't get scared and flighty and stop doing something. You need to persist, okay? I'm going to read a card from this beautiful deck that I recently got for my birthday. And it is called the Nocturna Oracle. I love this deck. It's gorgeous. I love it. Show me energy for Taurus, please. Show me Taurus. Taurus. Show me Taurus, please. What is there for Taurus? Taurus. So Taurus, you have kelp. I don't know what kelp is about. I just got this deck, but we're going to find out. I love this deck. It's so pretty. Kelp. So kelp. Sorry about the glare. Entanglement. Subconscious. Many people feel uneasy being in a body of water, especially when a piece of seaweed brushes up against their foot. However, kelp forests are extremely important ocean ecosystems. As with anything associated with the sea, kelp can be an indicator of something growing below the surface, in the subconscious. Like a kelp forest rich in nutrients, this could be something that provides a benefit to your life. On the other hand, this could be some sort of difficulty, which is ensnaring and dragging you down. Okay, so Taurus, let's just get to it. Don't allow your pain to ensnare you. Don't allow the pain and the frustration of the past to draw you down. If that is something that you need to come out of, do it on your own time. Now, in regard to this beautiful, abundant ecosystem that is below the surface, as with anything associated with the sea, kelp can be an indicator of something growing below the surface in the subconscious. If you have hidden talents, if you have things bubbling beneath the surface, trust in that. Trust in the abundance. Trust in the guidance that you're receiving. Trust in this guidance. I'm being very drawn to tell you, please trust in yourself and move forward towards what's going to work for you. Some of you are incredibly creative and you need to utilize that. Some of you need to really get on the ball and trust your intuition in regard to changing your life, because it feels like what you do, this can be life-changing and it can be incredibly abundant for you. All right, Taurus, I hope that is helpful, and I will see you in the second portion of March 2019. My name is Isel. I'm on YouTube as the Altruistic Mystic. If you found this message helpful, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And yeah, if it was worth your while, feel free to donate if you want to. The link is in the description box below. All right, I'll see you in a few weeks. Bye, Taurus.